not that tough. Just listen to instructions and you'll be good enough. You're standing in the front, you're gonna get a cleave. So be behind the boss, be safer and believe. You're not the main tank here, just a simple DPS. Just know your rotation and you will be the best. What do you get when you stand in bad? A dead raid team that makes the healers mad. Mechanics are important, it's really not that tough. Just listen to instructions and you'll be good enough. Is it hard to obey a simple command? Is it hard to understand mechanics? It's not a matter of how you parse. It's not a matter of semantics. What do you get when you stand in bad? A dead raid team that makes the healers mad. Mechanics are important, it's really not that tough. Just listen to instructions and you'll be good enough. Oh, what do you get when you stand in bad? A dead raid team that makes the healers mad. Mechanics are important, it's really not that tough. Just listen to instructions and you'll be good enough. Don't stand stupid. Don't stand stupid. A sea of ash that once held life, now a memory of years gone by. The sky burns red, smoke chokes the air. The land rain forgot, parched forever. Everything we know, everything we see, all wiped out in the blink of an eye. Decades to build, gone in minutes. Tracks of rubble, columns of cinders. Thousands of dreams smoldered away. Not enough tears to flood the flames. Everything we know, everything we see, all wiped out in the blink of an eye. Everything we know, everything we see, all wiped out in the blink of an eye. Celeb or nobody, in the end all of us are human. Nature doesn't discriminate. Change is the only constant. We will rebuild and improve. Angels rise from the ashes and light the stars anew. Everything we saw, all wiped out in the blink of an eye. Everything we knew, everything we saw, all wiped out in the blink of an eye. We'll make it through together. We'll make it happen. We'll make it work for everyone. Rebuild LA.
Tonight, on this beautiful Friday, saw a sushi bar with an all-you-can-eat buffet with a cheap price tag and all. I was ready to go in, make my first order real big. Orange blossoms, eel, and urchin. I ate too much sushi at the bar today. Got a bad tummy ache, and it won't go away. My stomach started hurting after the very first round. It felt super heavy.
Let's get this stream started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
How's it going, everyone? It's Star Blue here, and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. Today we're going to be continuing where we left off in the Themeless theme park. Still haven't thought of any themes for any of the rides yet, although I kind of had maybe something, but I don't know if I'm going to pull it off or not. But, and besides, not many people would know well, unless you watch my other videos, but I know that there's an audience for this, and there's an audience for the muscle videos, but, and 90% of the people that watch my channel are here for the muscle videos, and the other 10%, I really appreciate you guys being here. So there's actually another song that I did. I don't know if I'll probably save it for the end of the stream. So please remind me. Hey, Cookie Pirate, how you doing today? Hey, Diamond and Moonlight, how you guys doing? So we're gonna hop right into the game. Yeah, the new song. I think I'll save it for the end of the stream because we just did the we did the LA Fire song, which that was. I actually did that back in February or March or something. It was, or maybe it was near the end of January or something like that. But let's hop into the game. So I had the game muted because of we had the game muted because otherwise it'd be. There we go. And we're just going to continue where we left off. So as I was saying, still haven't thought of a theme yet, although I kind of thought of something, but I'm not exactly sure. But I think it might be like a kind of faux Disneyland in a way. Like, let's say Disneyland meets Cedar Point or something like that. Maybe that could be a good theme that I'm kind of going with. But I did move the GCI a little bit. The GCI is over here now. And I just slightly moved it out of the way to add a little bit more space. And I think I'm still going to try to focus on building the rides first rather than focus on the theming. Because it tends to work things things tend to work out easier if you build the rides first and then beam around the rides rather than the other way around. So, working on your statues, nice. So, I think I'm going to probably, this is going to be like a themed area. So, I'm going to go ahead and put in a path here. Customize brush. We're going to go with the customize cell. We're going to go with that. Okay, not that much. What's our size here? Maybe a little smaller, right? Okay, that's going to be our cutoff. So, back to our stone shell path. This is just kind of a placeholder until I think of something better. So let's put in... Hopefully the game's not too loud. And turn... If the music's too loud, please let me know. That way I can turn it down. I had to turn down my headset a little bit. So let's see here. Line width, we go 12. We're going to kind of do a... Yeah, there's like a little loop around here, and then there's going to probably be a path that's going to lead to another part of the park there. And then probably... Oh yeah, we also got to come up with a path this direction. So, music's fine? Alright, cool. So... I don't want to blast your guys' ears out, so... We gotta make sure... Actually, no, I know what I can do. We're gonna make... Using the power of... Start from this end. We're gonna put the entrance there. Exit on that side. And then what we gotta do is we gotta... Oh yeah, we also gotta do a... get a priority pass for this one. So we're gonna put in... Priority pass, where are you at? You guys won't pay that much. I don't know what they're talking about. I guess they want like... Okay, so put that there. So then priority pass goes there. I know they have to walk a little farther than everyone else, but... Well, I guess it depends on what angle you're coming. Well, I guess within the station you do. I'd rather... I like to give them a little space because that way it's easier to put stuff in. So let's put our entrance path in. Once again, everything will be recolored in due time. Once I decide what everything's going to be like, just going to put a couple of those like that. We're going to flip that one around and do one more like that, and one more down there. We're going to turn around. What is that? Okay, that is correct. Down we go. We're going down there like that. Okay, so that's the ground. That's ground level. So good to know. Place current queue. Same thing here. So same thing here. The reason I tier my steps like this is for it's actually an ADA requirement in real life. So yeah, also in real life you would have to have a ramp, but you'd be here all day if we did that. Besides, and actually, in real life, you would have elevators as well that would also accommodate for people that need them. But they don't have elevators in this game. So we're gonna go down like this and more like that. Okay, so we're gonna kind of do something like that, and then you obviously can't loop it into itself. So. Whoa, okay, that's not what I wanted. So we're gonna go and plug those in. I think I'm a little too low, but let me see what we can do here. Where's the stamp builder? Stamp builder, where are you? Okay, so we can't just simply... Well, actually we can. Let me see here. We're just gonna do that. Okay, like a little plaza there. And then we can edit that queue line for priority pass in a minute. So let us get rid of that, and I'm going to plop that in. So where's our, there's our queue line. Let's get rid of that. Whoa, okay, we don't need to do that. Oh, we don't want all that. Brush size 1, there we go, that's better. So paths. We're gonna build our, okay, it's not, okay, actually, that might be something useful. Okay, so that's not exactly what I was aiming for, but okay, well, let's not. Oh, I know what I can do. So we have our basic stamp there. Will I ever do a Minecraft stream one day? I know. I think you asked me this a jillion times. But I don't know if that's in the I'm not sure category. The thing with Minecraft, I keep saying it a jillion times, is that everyone's done it, so I gotta come up with something that I know that people would actually watch. So what else we have here? We're gonna go with paths there. Okay, not like that. Okay, that's not right either. How are we gonna do this? We gotta come up with. We gotta come up with that elbow no matter what. Okay, so actually, what we do that path. We're gonna delete another path here. Delete that corner. Oh yeah, since we have. There we go. And then we're gonna create another path like that. That's gonna take us there. So that way there's a little bit of a, although that queue line seems to be rather short. I don't know if people will, there's the queue lines. Okay, so we're going to delete this path and basically, priority pass line I think is fine. I think it's the, which we got to recreate that anyway. Queue line, there we go. We're going to put that in there. We're going to back up. We're going to put another. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a cattle pen, but. Okay, so that's not quite what I wanted. There we go. Pass not crossed. Yeah, of course not. There we go. There's our queue line. I'll come up with the right. Well, once we come up with the name and stuff, we can come up with the theme for the ride, but that is still to be determined. So this is unnamed Wii Coaster for the time being. Then there's unnamed GCI, unnamed Hyper, and all that kind of stuff there. They should made Minecraft skins for the guys. Yeah, I think I saw. Yeah, I know I saw Tyler's. Oh, okay. So we have our Wing Coaster there, so that's connected to the main path. So we have a couple paths that we can kind of go with. I'm thinking more of, like, I don't know about an actual Magic Mountain layout, but it'd be kind of cool to put, like, a lake and stuff in the middle. So we kind of have your entrance plaza there. You have a theme area here. You may have another theme area here. But I think I'm going to put another path like this. And this is going to be kind of like the main midway. So, like, can you not go that far out? I guess you can. And then, of course, we can come up with more stuff over on this side. But I'm thinking this is going to be like a central lake or something. So, I think I'm going to put another path this way. This is going to lead to another theme area. So we have the one coaster for the entrance plaza, and then we have the two coasters in Log Flume that kind of anchor this themed area. And then we're going to probably put another couple coasters over here as well. So let's get rid of that water because it's going to be in the way. So, and then we'll worry about terrain and stuff like that later. So we got to come up with a few themed areas. So the closest I could think of was, as I said, think of it as like Disneyland meets Cedar Point, except that you would kind of have I guess you can kind of have a Adventureland. I was thinking of this being like an Adventureland-like area. So having that for this, and then probably I might mix it up a little bit. So I know Disneyland, you kind of have the statue of Mickey and stuff in the middle, but that's not going to be here. Here it's going to be like a giant lake in the middle. And then there's going to be the water park kind of in the back. And then I'm thinking of, I don't know if there's really like I know there's like the Western theme and stuff you can kind of go with. So I guess this kind of helps a little bit. So we already have the Hyper. We already have the GCI. And then we can kind of come up with a ride idea for this area. I don't know. Would you guys think desert or would you guys think futuristic? I know it's kind of like, I know in Disneyland, Tomorrowland would be here, at least in this area. So let's create a poll, and so we're gonna go with a desert theme. We're thinking more Western, or are we gonna go with a future theme? Or more like sci-fi. So, and then we could also do actually the third option is going to be fairy tale. So we're going to go with three options here. So we got for this theme area, and then another theme area is going to be back here, and then the water park's going to be way back there, and then something else. I guess we can kind of build the jungle. This area is going to be the jungle, so that's why I left Adventureland out. So I've decided that this is going to be kind of like a jungle area. So okay, you're thinking sit down looper. If I kind of did something like that in Planco 1. It has been a while, so I guess I could do it again. I did something like that in Planco 1 way back when. So let's see what our okay, one person voted for Western. So it looks like we kind of want like a Western area. Sci-fi would be perfect if you do a launch. Yeah, I was definitely thinking of a launch coaster for sci-fi. There's a YouTuber I watch, Airtime Thrills, and he has 8 criteria for coasters that need to be to make like a park, like a full-fledged park and stuff. So, okay, both people voted for Westerns, or 2 people voted for Westerns. So, and I think I've only got 3 viewers right now, so I think we're going to end the poll. Thanks for your votes, guys. We're going to go with the Western theme for this area. So we're going to go here, and so we're going to go with, and then we'll come up with a theme for the wing coaster later. But yeah, Airtime Thrills. One of his, oddly enough, I was. The other day when I was at Six Flags America, we were having our Six Flags Day, and I remembered his video of his first visit in 2019. Well, I'm not sure about his first visit, but his 2019 visit to Six Flags America, and he was giving all these strikes to the videos, or strikes to the rides and stuff and the operations. And because of the Six Flags Day that I was having along with this other Thuzy, I actually show him the video, or I have him watch the video with me while we were waiting for Superman to reopen. So it was really funny. He was just busting out laughing because all the stuff was relatable. So I think we're going to go with 2 coasters for this one. We're going to we'll do the sit down looping coaster like you suggested, and then we're going to go with I'm thinking of an old school aero looper. So we're going to go with, where is it at? So, okay, there it is, the Aero Looper. I'm so glad that they don't have the, American Aero on the, put that there, on the cars anymore. So, snap distance, we're going to go 1, 2. I usually go... Actually, this one I can probably just go 1. So this one, I think we're going to go with, well, we're going to need a longer train. So let's build some more station first. So station is 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's too long. So we'll go with that. Okay, so we need lift hill. arrows tend to have 30-degree lift hill, so, or at least that's the easy version. So we'll see about making this like a, I don't know, probably make it a mega looper or something. We'll go that tall. And then we're gonna drop it to, okay, so that one's kind of a, well, that was a die drop, so I kind of want to make this a little different than what we have here. So we're going to go and drop this down. And 45. And we're going to go, how many versions am I thinking? It's usually spur of the moment, so. Yeah, I usually don't plan on it, on the exact number of versions when stuff like this, but it's definitely going to be based off Viper from Magic Mountain. So let's go and put in a small, really intense vertical loop. So we go with here. Clockwise loop. Okay, that's wide vertical loop. Don't want that. Okay, here we go. Vertical loop left. Okay, so we have that there. Oh yeah, I think there's a way to do a ghost track, isn't there? Okay, so I guess we can kind of do the test like that. Just to make sure that everything goes through here. So, and then we're going to do a second vertical loop. So we're going to do 2 loops right back to back. So then, I think, yeah, Viper just starts with 1. But we're going to go with another vertical like that. So we're going to go. There's one loop, and there's another vertical loop. It's going to kind of go to the right like that. Actually, we're going to go with nice. Okay, that's going to be. Okay, so we're going to go down like that, and then once again, I'm going to smoothen this out. So let's see if we can. Is this thing thinks? No. Okay, now it thinks. Heard Viper's running horribly this year. Needs some love, and I don't want to see it removed. Yeah, we need to keep Viper around as much as we can. I know it's a very painful ride. I did ride it, I think, once last year. There was this one teenager that just kept screaming, "I'm gay, I'm gay," on the entire loop, or on the entire ride. So what else we got here? We're gonna go with okay, we can do a butterfly thing, which that'd be kind of, that's a very interesting element there. I think the other one's, is there? Okay, there's bow tie, which okay, bow tie is also a very interesting one. I wasn't going to go with a... Actually, I guess I could go with a Batwing there. That might be a little too intense, though. Let me see here. Yeah, that crosses the track. You can't do that manually. That still crosses the track, so... We're going to go and put in... I remember Viper was a... Back when I was a kid, though, Viper was like the go-to. Well, that one and Riddler were the two go-to thrill attractions of that Magic Mountain. So, and now Riddler's kind of treated as a supporting coaster for the Magic Mountain. So we got ourselves 2 vertical loops, followed by a bow tie, or not bow tie, but a butterfly loop. And then we're going to go with, that's going to drop down to go into that. Okay, so this is going to be a tough one, isn't it? It's going to go down like this. And actually, we need to go a little steeper. There we go. And then from here, I'm going to create a double corkscrew. Because most arrow loopers have like a double corkscrew element. So it goes like that. So, and that's going to be really low to the ground. So at least we have that going there. And then it's going to do a couple of helixes to the right. So let's see, we're going to go with, we'll worry about the trees later. So we're going to go with, actually we're going to do I wonder if I can pull this off. So we're going to go with, where is our snap? Let's turn the snap off. And we're going to go with a 4-degree. Okay, well. Okay, that's probably a little too drawn out. So we'll make it a little tighter. So we got like a really nice looking helix there. And then we're going to probably level it out. So after that double corkscrew, then it's going to create the helix. And then I can probably put something there to kind of level it out. So let's turn the snap back on. I'm going to go with 0. That way we have something to work with. And we can probably come up with something a little better to... Okay, whoops, that's not right. Let's create the catwalk. There we go. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, our block section. So any good train has any good coaster has at least 2 trains on it. I'm gonna go with 2 of those like that. Okay, so now we gotta connect A and B. So I wonder if I could do another helix. That might be kind of cool. Hey Cole, how you doing? Welcome in. How you doing today? I think we're gonna double this into here, and then get your angle snap back off. That we can start do our same thing here. We're gonna go with 3. I guess we could do just over 4. Okay, that's kind of doing alright here. Alright, so we're gonna go and I guess we can do autocomplete now. Okay, that doesn't seem to be a really good ending, but at least we still got somewhat of a helix there, so I think at least I'm getting better with helixes. What have I been up to? Since yesterday I got another video done, so after figuring out how I can do it. So there will be a new muscle video tomorrow. Let's test this ride and see how it turned out. Okay, let's fast forward to the left hill. And drop over to the right. Go through the first vertical loop. Go through the second one. Right, we gotta smoothen that out. I just want to make sure that keep the course. That's going to go to the butterfly. Then to the left. And now we get to do a double corkscrew. I'll worry about the trees later. Okay, so that helix doesn't really do much. Well, I guess you get some force out of it, not by much. Alright, so fast forward. Okay, so that's not too bad of a ride. So now we get to delete the trees. Bring out the chainsaw and get rid of those trees. Can I do a live stream on your birthday? Depends on what I'm doing and stuff like that. I can't make any promises though. So we're gonna go and what else do I have here? Oh yeah, block section. That's what we're doing. 2 trains. Always 2 trains. Every good coaster has 2 trains. So, and don't forget 30 seconds for the interval. So at least we have that one there. So we'll see how this goes, and hopefully 30 seconds is long enough. Okay, we have to go. Okay, go 60 seconds on this one. Your birthday's coming up in August as well. Alright, so we got a couple August birthdays though. Mine's not till September, so. That right there. Okay, so we're gonna go 60 seconds instead of 30. That way, it usually gives. Yeah, it usually takes operators to load 1 minute to load a train in real life, so on average, maybe 2 minutes. So that should be plenty of time for them to at least allow people to get the entire ride go. Okay, yeah, that's perfect timing right there. Okay, so, of course, the park's not open yet. So, I don't know how you guys think of this ride, but I think it's time to move on to the next one. So let's slow back down. The other thing I wanted to do in the western section, since we've decided that this is going to be a western themed area, so is we're going to go and probably put in a, I don't know if they have a mine train in this game yet or not. So we kind of go with a, okay, they do. So we're going to put that over here. Probably put that left. Okay, enter on the right, X on the left. So actually, no, it's easier to put the Q on the same side and just have the exit back across. So we'll just go with that. I don't know if this one's going to get priority pass or not. Mine trains, well, unless it's Thunder Mountain, they tend to, let's see here. Okay, angle snap is on. Do this. What do I like about this game? I'm a huge coaster enthusiast, and I've been a huge fan of like Roller Coaster Tycoon and the original Planet Coaster and all that kind of stuff for a long, long time. About over 25 years now, so or about 25 years. So it's definitely been a while. I don't know about 95 feet. Is that probably? I guess it can kind of go with something like that. This isn't meant to be. This is meant to be more of a family ride, so let's go ahead and turn that to the right. And kind of make that. We worry about twisting later. It's actually no, we're not going to make that straight track though. We're going to kind of go with an airtime hill there, and then we'll start twisting it like that. Okay, not that steep. Is that? Okay, we'll go 15 degrees. turn to the right. So we can kind of ask a question, sure. So it's going to drop down and then it's going to go up. So we're going to go 15, 30, 15, one of those. Okay, so we're going to go there. But I don't have to answer it. Okay. It's going to go 45. And then we're going to kind of create a... This is meant to be like a twister layout in some ways. So we're going to go and get another level out there. How old am I? I'm in my 30s. So yeah, I know people think I'm younger than I really am, which I don't get carded at bars anymore though, so that's a good sign. Not that I go to bars very often, but I did have a beer on the plane ride home, and nobody batted an eye. So but so we're gonna go and it's gonna drop down. It's gonna kind of create a twisted drop. It's kind of, yeah, this one's kind of meant to be a. Oh yeah, where's my testing? Let's start the test. That way we can kind of know what I'm going with here. This one's kind of meant to be like the whole, really meant to be a, I wonder if I can kind of, I guess it'd be kind of hard to do it under the lift hill, but thinking about doing like a little cave area, but I don't know if do an actual mine. I had a phone call that ever looked really fun. Glad you enjoyed it. How was my high school life like? It was rough. I'd say it was kind of rough. I lived in a lot of, well, not all of it, but a lot of the novels and stuff that, well, actually, the novels not so much. It was more, there was actually a planned prequel that I was going to be doing for the novels that never saw the light of day, because I kind of got stuck in a rut and I never finished it off. But, why is that? Oh yeah, let's see here. -4, right? Okay. Oh, I see what's happening. We gotta adjust the train. So let's put close on that for now. Stop the test. You gotta adjust the train here. But yeah, high school was a little on the rough side. I grew up in one of the most homophobic parts of California, which, like, I know everyone wonders, like, but then again, California is a very diverse state, so, and not just racially. I'm talking about politically as well. Like outside of San Francisco or LA, California actually tends to be a little on the conservative side. So I wonder if I can do this. There we go, double helix. I seem to be in a helix mood today for some reason. So we're going to create a little airtime hill there. And we're going to turn it to the right, probably. At least we got a nice little helix there. But then we're going to go to the right. Yeah, there wasn't really... Yeah, homophobia was really rampant, so... Let's create a lift hill. But as I was saying, sorry I get sidetracked a lot. But, But the prequel was supposed to focus on Riker, who's one of the characters in my novels, for those that don't know. Growing up in Central California and all that kind of stuff. And it was very... Yeah, it can be kind of difficult to talk about sometimes because of some of the stuff that they did. Like, there was definitely a lot of homophobia where I grew up. Like, I don't know if he actually did it or not, but there was one out person that a couple years after graduating high school, he ended up in prison for allegedly having a certain material I can't talk about on YouTube. But let's just say that it has the same initials as Cedar Point. So... And I don't know if he actually had it or not. I didn't know him very well. But you gotta go. Well, thanks for stopping by, and appreciate you watching the stream as long as you could. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll still be here working on Park. So catwalk on. Okay, block break goes there, and then we got regular break there. And that's all I got to do for those. Yeah, hopefully my story didn't scare you off. I understand if you have to go, though. So we put those there. I don't know if I should do another airtime hill there or not. Let's see here. We're going to go and edit the ride. We kind of have that twister layout at the beginning, and then it kind of goes to another, I guess, taller lift hill before it kind of goes into all that. And then we're going to drop into this. And I kind of want to make this a little bit... Oh, it wasn't my story? Okay, get to here. I'm going to find the theme I'm looking for. Yeah, I think I've decided that this is going to be kind of a Western theme in a way. As decided by viewers like you. So, yeah, having that poll option is really awesome. Yeah, I already kind of edited it out, but yeah, I didn't think that was a good idea, so that's why I kind of changed it up. A station flyby would be kind of... I don't know if that would really work for this one. I'm kind of aiming for something... I'm thinking of having this like in a canyon. Well, to be fair, both of these would be kind of in canyon-like areas. I may have to move the arrow a little closer. But, I definitely gotta... Yeah, I do want to eventually try station flyby, and I already built the GCI this park, so I'll have to save that for another time. But, let's see here, we're going to go with, you might have a slight delay on your end? Okay, so, yeah, that's probably how it works. I think that, yeah, I think there's about a 30-second to 1 minute delay, because I have the stream opened up on my other computer, so... I'm going to go with, I kind of want to tighten this up a little bit. We're going to make this a little bit more of an intense helix. So we're going to make this 4 degrees. Okay, that's way too drawn out. So we're going to flip about, okay, we can't go 90 degrees there. That's not going to work. We're going to go with 4, possibly. Yeah, as I said, I'm in a helix move or something. Okay, that one's a double down, this one's a double up, but this one's a little tighter than the one I just did. And then let's let's bring it on home. So we're gonna drop this down. And we're gonna create another maybe have it cross over itself. Okay, not that steep. How about 15? And then we're gonna snap it down. And then up again. Zero it out. We're almost there. A little more and we got this. Oh, actually, that's a pretty good way to end it. Alright, let's give this a test run. Except this one actually has 2 whip fills, so 30 seconds might be good enough. Okay, so I guess it kind of tilts a little bit to the right there. Down we go. Okay, that's a really close one here. I don't know if that train can actually make it through or not. I'm gonna have to review the footage. Down we go. It's gonna curve over to the right. Okay, so this is gonna be a really slow. Okay, this is going way too slow. I don't know if I can try to adjust this or not. Alright, left hill number 2. Alright, here we go. Second round. Okay, that's a pretty lengthy, I guess you don't get that much speed in front though. Okay, so yeah, this helix is a lot more forceful than the first one. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? Oh no, that's so slow. Yeah, this ride needs work. I know it's meant to be a family ride, but it feels way too slow even by family ride standards. Let's see what the numbers say. Okay, that feels like a kiddie coaster, doesn't it? I guess it's not bad, but it definitely feels really slow. I don't know what you guys think. I'm probably going to make some adjustments on it. I can make this better. So let's see here. We're going to edit the ride. Let me see if I can... Okay, that's way too... Okay, so that... I guess... Wait, it is on top of each... It still seems like it's one on top of the other, so it kind of... Alright, so we'll hit done on that. I think the other one I kind of want it... I want it to be a little bit more intense, so... Let's see how we can tighten this up a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and smoothen this part out as well. We kind of want this to be... Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. Yeah, because I know that there's some pretty intense mine trains that I've been on. Like the one in Six Flags Over Georgia, that one actually packs a punch near the end. Let's see if we can smoothen that part out. Yeah, I kind of want it to be pack a little more punch though than your average mine train. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna go and we need to make sure this is block section. This one's I don't know if I could do 2 trains or no, I shouldn't. I could technically do 3 trains on this one, but okay, so we got that one there. Okay, so we need to make sure this is at least 30 seconds. So make sure it's at least 30. The other one clears the block. Okay, the other one clears the block before the other one reaches the top of the lift hill. So I just want to make sure that we don't have any stacking problems. I know that Thunder Mountain, you can run 3 trains fine. What if I can run 3 trains on this one with a 30-second interval? So if one of them is on the final brakes and then one of them is being loaded at the station, okay, that's not going to work. So unless I slow the lift hill down. Let's see what I can do here. Problem solving! So we're going to go and edit the coaster here. We're going to slow this lift hill down to about, we'll make it half. Do the same thing here. Okay, this one's already at 5 miles an hour, so let's see what we can do here. So that one hits the final brakes, okay, before the other one. Okay, what's going on now? Did I hit 30 seconds on that? Okay, so is it running? Okay, it is running. Okay, that is kind of weird. Stop test, start test. Okay, the first one is kind of expected because of okay, so we need to make sure that this is on 30 seconds. Okay, hit done. Let's try 30 seconds on that. Actually, we'll try 60. So that way it gets one. That way you have one in the station at all times. 60 seconds is usually the go-to. Although, okay, so that one still doesn't quite reach the top. Sorry for trying to play with this. Let's see here. We're going to go with, okay, 4 is as slow as you can go. So let's make sure, because I want to make sure I can run 30 or run 3 trains on this one, because it is a longer ride. Because I think you could run 3 on the Beast, but I don't. This isn't the Beast levels of. Let's see how this goes. So that's going to be a slower ride that can clear that. Okay, so that's getting better. So that first lift hill is super slow intentionally. Okay, so that's going through. I could also speed up the second lift hill if I really wanted to. But at least I think it's got a pattern. Okay, so at least right now it's kind of working. We'll see how it goes when the ride actually opens, but that won't be for several streams from now because I want to make sure I actually have a park that has stuff in it before I open it up for guests. So anyways, let's move on to bigger and better things. So we got our Arrow and we got our Mine Train. I kind of want to leave the mine train where it is. I may move the arrow a little closer, but actually, I think it might be fine as is. I think what I'm going to do is, let's slow that down. And we're going to create kind of a, okay, not that close. You gotta have room for the queue lines, so. I guess that's going to be our end piece, kind of like the jungle area, but the western area is really going to be, what are the numbers for that one, by the way? Okay, well, 4.29, I guess. World's slowest lift hill. Yeah, but just like the beast, it's by design. So, I wonder if I could probably just beam here since we're kind of focusing on the western theme here. I can try to create like a little fence there to try to give the illusion that... But let's see what we have here because we don't have a lot of space. But let's build our entrance while I'm thinking about it. And I don't think this one's going to get a... It's like Gold Rusher, it's not going to get a... Wait, entrance and exit are on the same side? Oh, that's going to be a problem. I guess it kind of helps a little bit, but exit goes there then. Entrance goes there. Yeah, I don't like it where you enter the next one. Yeah, it is below 5 miles an hour. That first one is 4 miles per hour. Yeah, that is... The second one is right at 5 miles per hour, and the first one's at 4 miles per hour. That... But let's see here. We're going to go with... I don't know if that... I don't think lift hills are factored in the excitement rate of a ride. But let's get rid of these trees and we're going to build like a desert area. So we're going to go and let's build our terrain. So we kind of want to separate this area from the other one. It'd be kind of cool if I can get this, actually I don't think it's going to work though. But I do want to kind of do something like this. And this is why I got rid of the water earlier. And I'll worry about painting the terrain and stuff later. Just want to focus on building our little canyon area. So I wonder if I could build like, actually I don't know if that's going to really help much, just given the layout. There was one mine train coaster that I did for a park in Planco 1 where it was mostly underground. So that one was kind of weird because it was a snow theme park, which I kind of wish they'd bring the snow theme back, especially, I have a feeling they'll do that for Christmas. But Christmas is still 6 months away, so we still got a ways to go. I know that when, yeah, it was actually when Endwalker came out in 14 that I couldn't get into the servers for that game because everyone and their brother was. Yeah, they go as low as, this one goes as low as 4. So, that's what we got here. We're going to kind of try to do this. And then I kind of want to create a little bit of a tunnel here too. I guess we can kind of just tunnel through it. Kind of like that. On this side, I kind of want to keep the natural landscaping. And just keep this as more of the part of the ride that you can't really see from the path, other than the very, I guess, the top of the road. There was one. Actually, no, I was thinking of something else. Let's just do that. The important thing is I gotta be able to kind of want this. And I kind of like it when, in some ways, I kind of like it when you have things and stuff like this. I know a lot of people like rides to interact with other rides, but I kind of like the immersion in some ways. And just being in this own little world. And I'll worry about that later. Kind of want to create a little cliff there. I wonder if I can do this. Yeah, that's going to be another little cave. So just do my little precision. And actually, I might as well do this as well. So that way, put all that there, and then I'll just kind of tunnel through the parts that need to be tunneled through. So it's kind of weird that Planco 2 does this, but for Planco 1, I think Planco 1 would automatically create a tunnel for you. But for some reason, Planco 2 doesn't do that. So we're just going to kind of slowly make our way all the way like this. So we're kind of going, we have a little bit of, I guess both lift hills kind of do the same thing. But I'm just trying to create this cliff. Which is easier said than done. 1 second. Okay, everything's cool. Make sure no crazy people try to call me while I'm streaming. Which has happened. I might tell the story later, but let's see what we have here. We're going to go and, of course, start pushing. We're going to go like this. And I'm going to actually go a little bit more like that. Create a little bit of a tunnel like this. There we go. Tunnel complete. Now we got to do one over here as well, but this one's getting kind of more exposed. So I guess you can kind of see a little bit of that there, but make sure it gets clearance. There we go. So we're going to go and kind of just dig through all that. And now we're going to create another tunnel. Actually, there's a couple more tunnels we got to go with. First one's here. We just want to kind of follow the path. Slowly make my way through this. This is the tunnel we kind of did. Oh yes. Eva and user equipment. Oh, except now when things are completely dark. Okay, so back up. And we're gonna slowly make our way over here. Okay, so there's the other end of the tunnel. So at least we kind of have a little bit of things there. And then we're going to there's the drain. That is one thing I need to do. I need to build the transport ride. I guess this is where park planning really has to come in. is I gotta build like a... Alright, so we're going to be doing all of that over there. Okay, so there we go. So that's going to be kind of the main theme area, I should say. Where these... Let's see what we got here. We're gonna go paint compact dirt. I guess compact dirt is what we can kind of go with. There we go. We're gonna kind of paint the rocks. Okay, we kind of paint the rocks separately. Where's auto paint? I guess auto paint would start off there. Like, I wish that there was like a fill tool that would allow you to like fill in the so let's go and where's that compactor again? 46. Wherever I see grass, let's put compactor. Yeah, we won't be touching grass here. Like the Discord mod. Alright, so we're gonna go, or your stereotypical Discord mod, I should say. Both of my moderators, I'm pretty sure. Well, one definitely touches grass, the other one, I'm pretty sure he does too, from time to time. So, but put those right there. Shout out to my moderators, Joe and Bit. I know Bit's been very busy lately. So, let's shrink that up a little bit. We're going to kind of fine tune all this. We just kind of want this to be like the desert. I know we don't have a lot of desert options in this theme. I kind of wish that they had like an actual desert theme that you can kind of do with a sandbox as well. Because I think there's still only the 4 that are available. I know Mediterranean is kind of close, but Mediterranean I think more like California. Because most of California has a Mediterranean climate. I'm kind of just trying to avoid the rock area. And then one thing I might try to do is, if I can make it work, the idea is I kind of want this to be, I'm going to make that more rock. So, there we go, just more of a rock area. Get back to the dirt. That right there. And we're just going to kind of slowly, there we go. And then we got to put some more rock there. This side, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but let's just kind of focus on one thing at a time. So that way we actually have some theming areas going for us. Let's see what we have here. We're going to go with some rough water. Okay, not that much. Let's just say not that little. Put some little murky water right there. Give it a little bit more of that. I don't know what you guys think. We don't want clear water. Clear water, okay, that's a little too tropical for my tastes. So let's go with rough water. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe not rough water. We'll go with. I guess we kind of go with that. Just for like the deepest part of the whole thing. So And then I might put like a gravel shore. Let's shrink that up a little bit. Like a little gravel shore, stuff like that. There isn't that much. Okay, so put that there. And then I know that they have like the western. That one there. Okay, what are the options that we have for western theme? The theme. Okay, so actually, we don't. Actually, we'll just go type. And we're going to go with scenery theme. Here we go. What are our options here? So, oh yeah, we have western theme, cooking frame. Let's show these distances off because we want this to be a little more natural. Iron box mask. Classic brick wall. Okay, so that's different. These, okay, these are not building parts. Okay, these are building parts. We can kind of go with stuff like that. And then I'm not very good with buildings, by the way, so please bear with me. Classic brick wall, arch, wood batten walls. We have plenty of those. Plenty of wood tile roofing. Yeah, just kind of thinking of something. Wait, security has a scenery item? I did not know that. Special effects, we don't need that. Props. Okay, so we got. I kind of want this to be like a mine. So that's like for nice first info. Finger trunk. So that's like an awning. T2 plunger. I guess we can kind of go with something like this. I can stand counter, western sign. So there's plenty of signs to go with. Okay, there's cowboys. Oh, we got the iron gears. Okay, yeah, just like with. I was looking for like a gold mine or something. That'd be kind of interesting. Cowboy tipping hat, cowboy kick draw, cowboy kicking heel. I would just go through a few of these. Iron piston, okay, this must be something for belt drive, poster. Okay, so that's for like a horse stable. I guess we can kind of go with some wood grids here. And let's see here. Where's a building? Where's like a really old abandoned mine building or something like that? Do something like this maybe. Duplicate that. Just go all the way up like that. There should be enough clearance for all the trains to pass by. Alright, so buildings. Alright, time for some roofing. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, there is corrugated iron, nice. Okay, this looks even more rustic than the old version. So, let's see what we have here. We're going to go with another 4-meter slope. And then there should be like a flat roof or something. I don't know if that really... Yes, we should have some signs or stuff. Let's get some signage. Okay, well, that's obviously not going to fit this. I might put that somewhere else in the park. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, there's cacti. Yeah, unless you're in Tucson, but... at least put these up on top. I wonder if there's like tumbleweeds or something. Big planter. Is there really only the saguaro? I thought there were like... yeah, I thought there were like, yeah, like tumbleweeds or something you can kind of go with. I know there's other cacti and stuff you can go with too. Not just saguaros, but... yeah, saguaros in real life pretty much only grow around Tucson. So... I've seen them in real life. Saw them about 5.5 years ago. What else? Rocks? No, there's no rocks. I might save the rocks for another area, like the arrow. What else do we have here? We're gonna put in some... where's that sign? They had the sign there. Oh, there we go. Can I scale this? Okay, that's definitely not a font that I want to go with. And we're going to go with kind of a dark red color. I know. Okay, of course it's actual dark red. Fire brick? Actually, this fire brick works. So we kind of have that there. I think you can kind of see it, at least from one angle or another. So, I wonder if that's actually the best sign for that, or best, we don't want that one. Okay, that's Greek. Okay, that looks decent. Rada, no, that's pirates. I wonder if they kind of... okay, that is illegible. Ribeye. Okay, ribeye actually looks better. We'll go with ribeye. And then we're going to put in some more of those ears. We should have some more gears. Oh, it really grinds my gears. All this kind of stuff. There should be another gear that goes the other direction. Yep. Okay, that looks kind of cool. I just kind of want that moving scenery and stuff. Oh yeah, there's these too. I always put these everywhere. These are cheap, easy scenery pieces. But what else can I put in? Oh yeah, we gotta put some rocks in. So let's hit done on that. So that way I don't have everything in the scenery group. And, wait, where's that terrain paint? I'm gonna make this a little smaller so we kind of go with at least this first part before it goes to the rocks. There we go. Scenery, let's get rid of the kind of some rocks. Where's our rocks at? Oh yeah, we got aquatic rocks, custom rocks. Oh yeah, there are custom rocks too. Oh yeah, these are like the desert rocks that I kind of liked. I think those were from Planet 1. Oh yeah, there's the old island rocks as well. Oh yeah, that's right. The custom rocks were kind of, there was that temperate rock, right? Oh, except that's got green moss on it, so I don't want that. Let's just go with those kind of... We're going to kind of go with... Maybe not sell them around, but... Color. That might be a little too close to the track. All these other rocks and stuff over here as well. Custom rock like this. I just kind of want to frame for the film. Okay, so the little rocks are earlier on the list compared to... Oh, so there's actually a lot of these. Okay, so there's a whole thing for boulders. So there's like 15. Okay, that's a larger rock. Yeah, I think the custom rocks are a good thing that's featured in the game. So we got all those there. Oh, there's some more terrain I need to paint. So let's take care of that real quick. So where are we at? We're going to go here and paint all this. And then there should be some plants and stuff I can put in here as well. So we got ourselves our... Got ourselves like a little gravel beach area, and then okay, at least the thing is going a little faster. I'll color the track later. Kind of go with some bushes here. We kind of want to go with okay, there's back there right there. Well, we can lump these up. Yeah, that everything is scaled now, so lump these up too. That way people can actually see them. It's nice. There should be some tumbleweeds, right? Maybe I'm thinking that's my Pokemon. Creosote bush, that might work. Okay, these are dry. Not like that though. Put that there. So we're gonna go and put some of these over here as well. And some more of those. We're gonna go with some larger. Okay, so that's a pretty big saguaros. We're gonna go with regular size ones as well. So kind of, I guess size variety helps a little bit too. I don't know what you guys think. I think size probably. Yeah, obviously size does matter. It's the whole thing, but. Here. That's a really slow drop off for the first part there. Let's see back here. We're gonna fast forward through this. I want to see how it looks from the rider's POV. Okay, so they're going. Okay, there we go. Kind of just missed it, but oh well. You can kind of see the abandoned part there. It's just going to drop down. And let's see what else we got over here. We're going to kind of curve this over to the right. We're going to do medium speed. Going through this helix. Yeah, this would be, if I were going for real credits, or if these were real credits, this would be a one and done. To be fair, most mine trains for me are one and dones. I don't know about you guys, but this part still hasn't really changed. We got that going there. I think I'm going to go one more hour. Because I do have to, I do return to work tonight, so I do need to rest up for work. So we kind of have this part done, but we still need to do this part, which means that we still got to build our exit and our queue area. So we got 2 of those there. This one doesn't get priority pass, so yeah, who in the right mind would want to priority pass this one? So you never know. People work in mysterious ways. That is this ride. Let's go ahead and put in our path as well. Okay, so there's one. Okay, so we got 3 sets of stairs for that. There we go. So we got another round, or we got some stairs like this. It's just going to be kind of and then we got to build our station. So this time I'm actually going to build the station so we kind of know what this one's going to be about. And we're probably going to put in some... Let's put in our actual track. Okay, so that's kind of weird that they have that as fire brick. So we're going to go with... Let's hit pause so that way I can kind of see what we have for our car cosmetics. Oh wait, we can just do a regular aerobike train like that. So they have standard ones for this too. Okay, so we can go with, I'm gonna go with the fire brick for the seats, and black for the lap bars. The rest is fine as is. But for our train track, we're going to go with probably black for that, and then where's the red for? I guess the fire brick kind of works. Okay, not for that though. That's going to be more of a brownish color. Let's make that more of a dark brown. Actually, I think that is kind of a dark brown. So we have those there. So at least we kind of have At least we kind of have those going like that. So we can have our main... Actually, no, wait. Where's our color scheme again? Is there a way to make that darker? There is. That's going to be our main. We have our trains like that. They're going to kind of go like that. And I'm just kind of, well, that's what 90% of my streams are, just me thinking out loud. So, kind of have that going there. I'm going to work on the, actually no wait. Well, let me do this. I'm going to take a bio, and then after that, then we'll work on something a little different. So, I'll be back shortly.
So I come from a town in central Cali, not a single tolerant soul within that valley. My father was a pastor, went by Gospel John. He preached damnation well until the cows were gone. Living in the valley was a real shit show, especially since the homophobes called me a hoe. Gays were killed in the news every single day. As soon as I turned 18, I had to get away. People think that I'm a perfect guy, a perfect God. They don't know the secrets of this bod, of this bod. They see the surface and I'm fine with that, fine with that. Cause in this business, looks are where it's at, where it's at, where it's at. So they sent me to this camp up in Three Rivers. Camp Trinity, the name alone gave me shivers. Was a vile place, a conversion therapy joint. Said they cure gays fast, but there's no point. Can't fix what ain't broken, it's my identity. I like dudes, none can change my mentality. Had an ex-boyfriend there, baseball stud named Luke. As with me, the program with him was a total fluke. People think that I'm a perfect God, a perfect God. They don't know the secrets of this bod, of this bod. They see the surface and I'm fine with that, fine with that. Cause in this business, looks are where it's at, where it's at, where it's at. Now San Diego gave me a chance to live anew, become a trainer at a gym, BBU, go surfing on the waves here at Pacific Beach, and then have a sexy bonfire, nothing's out of reach. I can finally be free of my torturous past. In sunny San Diego, make these memories last. From Luke to Trent to Jesse, my 3 hot dates, each boyfriend and experience, no such thing as fate. People think that I'm a perfect God, a perfect God. They don't know the secrets of this bod, of this bod. They see the surface and I'm fine with that, fine with that. Cause in this business, looks are where it's at, where it's at, where it's at. People think that I'm a perfect God, a perfect God. They don't know the secrets of this bod, of this bod. They see the surface and I'm fine with that, fine with that. Cause in this business, looks are where it's at, where it's at, where it's at.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to tab out for a minute and take a BIOS, so. What was I doing? Oh yeah, building the station. So, I should be able to build on the station. Let me see here. Where's the scenery? Find scenery with station. That's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, I think that's right. You just kind of do this here. Welcome back, Diamond. Glad you were able to make it back. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's desert ironwood bush. What's that? Oh, that's like pink though. I'm not aiming for that though. Here's silk bush, flowerless. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Western theme. So yeah, we were going with the Western theme here. And we're going to go with, what is it? What was it? So yeah, walls. That's what it was. Build some walls. I think we're gonna go with a wooden thing here. So that's. And then we've got to come up with a name for this ride as well. So just kind of working on the station first, and then kind of going from there. So we're gonna go and put in some walls. Where they go? There they are. Just gonna kind of do something like this. There's a lot of stations that kind of they come in different varieties. A lot of the ones I do tend to be mostly enclosed spaces. I guess we can kind of do arches and stuff like that, but I don't know about that. So I kind of want this to be like a full show building or something like that. Let's see here what we got. So we're gonna go down. I know we can kind of do the duplicate thing, but this is a small one there. We're gonna kind of go with this, and then. Okay, oh, we missed a piece. Right, there we go. Do I need to do the backside? Yes, I do. There we go. Now we gotta build some arches. So, we're not gonna use the regular doors, we're gonna use arches, if I can find them. My arches are right here. We got arch 1, arch 2. Okay, that's plank wall, that's different. What we got here. We're gonna go with, I don't know what you guys think, curved arch or straight arch, or square arch I should say. Square arch or curved arch. I don't know what you guys think here. One of these. I'm leaning towards square arch because of the whole western thing. What's that? Rancher's Gateway. Okay, we can use that for something else. Let's go with square. So, put that like that, and now we got to put the roof on. You like square too? Alright, cool. So, what's my favorite roller coaster that I've made so far? That's gonna be a lot of, that's a tough one. Yeah, I've got all the coasters that I did in Planco 1 at least on my sister channel, TSB Coasters. I haven't been on that channel in forever. I gotta do POVs for the TCS Universe rides. So, but I've got so much other stuff I'm working on. So we got what else we need? We're gonna go with the abandoned theme here because this I'm kind of going with an abandoned mine. So. I'm gonna go with, is there a, did they have it? I don't know, yes they do. This is one thing I like about this one compared to Blanco 1. Blanco 1 didn't really have, so that looks off. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that looks off to me, so maybe there's another thing I can use instead. Oh yeah, there's the tar pitch roof. We'll just go with that. Something looks a little off there. Maybe it's this. Okay, that's why. That piece was a little bit off, so let's see what we got here. We're gonna go with where to go? Up again. Oh, so now we got. Okay, just looks like that. Like I said, that kind of doesn't really blend well. Yeah, I don't. Let's see here. We're gonna go. I'm gonna use the duplicate tool for this. There we go, that's cool. So now, we got those there. We're gonna build ourselves, we still need to build a wall. Wall right there, and then do another wall on the other side. Alright, walls. That's planked walls. There we go, we're gonna put that one there. And then we're gonna go and put in, is there a gable end? There we go. Oh wait, you can kind of put little gables on the inside. Oh, that's not the right type. Okay, let's try that one. That's better. Okay, there we go. So we'll put those like that, and then inside of the station. It looks a little dark in here, but I think we kind of put some lighting and stuff in. This is where I usually switch into night, so let's usually set to 1 a.m. and we're gonna go and put some lights in. So, do you have anything that's on the sides? Okay, we can't actually see anything with this one, can we? Yeah, so we'll just. Yeah, so we're gonna go and what is that one? Yeah, so we're gonna go and. Oh, we can't see what I'm doing. We gotta switch back to daytime. Here, we're gonna go back to daytime. Okay, so that is. Okay, so we need to figure out how we can do this. Iron pipe. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Where is this? Locomotive. Oh, there's a train. We'll put that in the main part of the park. There's also a rodeo sign, prospect. Oh, mining tools. Except we can't put those on the walls now, can we? This is like. It would be kind of nice if I can attach these to the wall instead of having them like jut out from the wall. Okay, that's better. So it kind of aligns the surface. Okay, that's. Alright, those are. Okay, that's better. Except it doesn't actually help very much. Position, no. Oh, there's a random rotation option? I did not know that. There's also a scaling option. Okay, this works. This works better for the lighting. So I'm gonna put some of those lamps and stuff on the side here. Okay, so actually that looks great. Gonna put a whole bunch of lights here. See how this turns out at night. Okay, we got some on the other side as well. There's only 5 on this side. Alright, so let's see how this... One day you're going to make TCS fan merch. As long as you're not making money off of it. Yeah, I will say that, like fan art's fine as long as you're not making, as long as you're not making any money off of it. So we're gonna go and you say you want to sell them, so say you can. Yeah, that's it is my IP, so. Where was I doing? Oh yeah, let's go here. We're gonna go back to night mode. Oh, I can't actually see anything? Okay, well, how are guests gonna be in here? Yeah, okay, so the lights, I can't actually see anything in here though. Like, I put lights and stuff in here, but you can't see anything. I wonder if it's, I don't want to put like utility lights or anything in here. Like, at least you can kind of see in the insides with the lighting, but what are my other options? If you add a lights to the crafting station, they get almost nothing. Some lights are better than others, and I think it just depends on where it is. What else is in here? What do you got? Lights and stuff. Like these modern spotlights, these work. But we don't want these because they are... yeah, they don't really fit the theme. So... like, these don't really fit the theme either. It's sconce lights and ceiling lights and retarding the illumination. Yeah, I usually use spotlights. So there's modern spotlight 2. Oh wait, you can kind of do something like that too. I guess we can kind of, as long as guests don't see it. Okay, that looks a little bit better, but it's up there though, not down here. Okay, so if we do something like that though, that's like it's the poor man's way of doing this. Yeah, that should be, yeah, that's what I usually do from that. Okay, so we're gonna go and figure out how we can do this. Okay, there's another one, and then we want one on the other end. So we're gonna go one more. There's our third one. Okay, so we got the inside is done, although I gotta adjust those. That first one looked pretty good, but the other two, oh, this is definitely hard mode. It's now below the station again. I guess I gotta go back into this mode. Select the light, damn it. There we go. Do I have to do this manually? Yeah, because it's not letting me select the actual lighting. Push that down, push that a little to the left. And then we gotta move the roofing again. Okay, that other one's pretty good, but the other one's not so much. We need to move these a little further. Okay, make sure it's the green one. This one should actually be about halfway down. So we need to move this one a little bit further this way. Move down slightly. Move inside. There we go. And then we gotta move this one more time. Move it down. And now we gotta put those back, those corrugated roof pieces back on. Oh, that one's off. Actually, something is off with that roof. Let's see here. What is going on with the grid? Why is it acting up like this? There we go. Is that right? Let's switch this back to daytime and see what it looks like. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. We've got our first station done. Let's go ahead and save. We got all that going there. So I guess we can theme this part. I'm not sure about that part. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start the terrain section here. I'm going to grow this up a little bit. Okay, not that far. Okay, so just something like that. And then we can kind of come do something over here, although I think it's going to have to flatten it up. That way I can at least put a flat right in there. And then we still got to do the arrow. So anyways, where are we at now? So we're going to flatten that out. I think I'm going to theme the arrow later. And then we still got to paint all of this. And then there's going to be a wall over on this side that needs to block out the edge of the park. So, I don't know how this is going to look though. Let's build let's build something. So we're going to build like a, there we go. I wonder if a plank wall would work here. Make sure it's parallel to the, I guess it isn't really. The terrain and theme around the mine train looks great. Glad you're enjoying it. Here, what I'm doing here though is because of where the park edge is, I'm kind of building a wall here so that way guests can't. I don't know how tall it should be though. I kind of want this to be and then I'm going to paint the inside so that way guests can kind of, it's the idea here is that it's their, and actually to make things a little better, one thing I could do, okay, I'm not going to do that side though, so Yeah, we are gonna do this one though. I could try to do like a saloon, something like that, but I'm not sure how. As I said, I'm not very good at these kinds of buildings. So, build like a Wild West town or something like that over here. Like, or at least the front side of one. And let's see what we have here. We're gonna go and kind of build a. Let's see what we can do here. We're gonna probably work on this dirt. Put that stuff like that. And just kind of. I wish you can kind of have like a square brush. Like, I know The Sims has one, or at least Sims 3 did, where you can kind of just do a square brush in a way, so you don't have to worry as much about. Like the curve brushes are great, and I kind of like the curve brushes, but a square brush would be a little bit better here because that way I can kind of align it to the walls. So 3 feet is 3 feet as small as you can go. So, I guess you can kind of see the front edge of the park there, but it'd be kind of cool if I could do like a roofing. I don't know what my roofing options are. Let's see here. Well, sticking with the Western theme. Okay, there's corrugated iron, there's like a wood veranda roof, wood tiles. You can go for that. I guess we can kind of build like a facade here. Let's gonna go with a fire brick red. Build something like that. And then we're gonna build one more down. And then we could probably build something like something. What are other options? Wood tile, corrugated iron. Let's go with another. Okay, that's a shack roof, except we don't want that. 2 meter slope. Okay, we don't want the same height though. We're gonna go a little bit shorter on this one. So. Shorter and wider. So we're gonna put that there. And we're gonna kind of go with okay, so we can at least kind of go with okay, we're gonna need a half wall. But let's see, where are our half walls? And we're kind of going with that wooden plank thing, so we need a half wall for that. And then we need to put in slope walls. 2 meter slope, there we go. One there, one there, one there. And everything's cool. So, just do like that. One more like that. And, whoops, wrong direction. So we have to put all those like that. Okay, not there. Oh, so that kind of juts in there a little bit. We'll make this easy. Come on, where are the walls? Do I have to select on this side? Yeah, the game is being difficult. Why are you being difficult? Okay, so we gotta put a half wall on that one. Oh, those are all half walls. Okay, so let's put full walls on those. Okay, so there is one kind of piece of the building done. Now we gotta do the other one. This one's gonna be a little bit harder. Actually, I don't know. This one actually may be easier. Okay, put those four like that. And then this is only two. So that way it kind of goes like that. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm trying to do here. So, and it's doing the same thing there. It's kind of still. We don't need that piece. We don't need that piece. We need that piece. Except that's kind of creating a little bit of a notch in the wall. That's not going to look very good. So let's see what else we can do here. One. It's all half walls. Both of those have little notches in them. That doesn't look that good. So yeah, having all that there kind of just. But if I do that though, then people can see through. You know what I can do? We're gonna do this. Oh, except that's an actual wall though. We don't want the same color though. We're gonna go with something a little darker. Rosewood. Not there. Okay, at least that side it kind of fixes it up a little bit, but that is really jarring to look at. So maybe we can kind of go with like a little sign or something. Where's that kind of sign that we were kind of going with? Oh, that actually kind of works. I'm going to use that brown color. And just kind of plop all those there. There we go. Actually, that still kind of sticks out. Okay, there we go. Panel like that. Can I type text there? Okay, so what should this sign say? I guess we'll do that for now because I can't think of a name for this town. So I guess ribeye still kind of works. And we'll go with a tannish color. Actually, we'll go with a brown color there. I was going to say No Name City, but that's actually a reference to Paint Your Wagon. So that was one of my Nana's favorite movies. So we got that going there. So we have no name town. I'll come up with themes for these buildings later. But at least we kind of have... I don't know what you guys think about the wall, though, separating the edge of the park from where the ride is. And I know we still got to work on some terrain painting, so let's see what we can do here. Do some fine tuning. I think we can go a little bigger than that. Let's go with 10. Or we could just go with rock. You know what they say, rock beats scissors, so let's just use rock here. There we go. And put those like that. And we're going to shrink up this side. Kind of put some more sand and stuff like that. We kind of blend all their I'm trying to do the blending right now. So oh yeah, we got more grass to get rid of. There we go. I think it about put some gravel at the base of the tunnel. Use that like that. Oh yeah, we can go a little less intense like that. So. And then we kind of want some rough, maybe some rougher rock over here as well. Okay, that does feel different. Try to get rid of that grassy feel, because you don't want grass here. You really don't want... Okay, that's large strata rock. I'm not sure what that is. There's also soil, okay, mud, soil debris, gravel. Yeah, we don't need any meadow things over here. That might be for like the jungle area. Oh yeah, let's put some rock over here. Okay, small. There we go. So put that like that. Put those over there. We're gonna go and all that is cool. So I don't know if I'm gonna put water on this side or not. Probably not. You gotta blend all this too. Okay, so intensity. I guess we can kind of put that like that. I'm not worried about this part yet. This part I'm gonna probably do next time, or next time I'm in this area, because I might do something different next stream. This ride still needs a name. So, and we can't call it Unnamed Mine Ride because that's cheating. And I'm also going to, while I'm thinking about it, we can kind of do a theme for this as well. Where's the customized brush? Customized brush. We're going to go with customized style. I kind of want a horizontal view path for this. So okay, so we can just snake it across like that. And then this is also what we can kind of do. I'm just going to do it for the plaza area. I'm not going to do it for the entire path leading to this area because I'm not sure where it's going to start. But at least this plaza area, I kind of want this to go with the... I wonder how this blends. Oh, okay, well not like that though. We're going to use the customized brush. So, okay, that's a little too seamless. I want people to actually tell what's the difference between queue line and regular footpaths. So, okay, so there's cobblestone. That's not going to work for the Wild West. Sandy path. Okay, so there's that. Okay, I don't want that though. I'm not sure what the difference between natural path and sandy path is. We could do something like this, but we're going to make it more of a tannish color. Actually, no. Actually, dark brown kind of works better for these. So we're going to go with kind of this color here. Kind of an illusion. Actually, a sandstone might be. Nah, sandstone won't work. Mosaic wooden path? No. I know it uses blue path as default, but it's customizable, so kind of want that to kind of blend in there. So at least we have all that going for us, and use that as kind of our main idea for what we're going to be doing. So we got that there. So before I forget, let's put that train in. This area here, I think that's where the shops and stuff are going to go. So we're going to go and put in. Also, the park needs a name because Misadventure Park was kind of a placeholder, and this has kind of evolved into something different. So, yeah, because the original theme was going to be based off my adventures in past parks and stuff, but it doesn't work that way anymore. So, back to this here. We went the locomotive, right? Okay, there we go. Locomotive tracks. This is one thing I can kind of do. Let's just kind of blend all this together. I think next stream I'll work on the transport ride. Okay, how many more of those can I put in? Probably just one. Not even just one. Okay, now the fun part. We gotta put the train on the tracks. Choo choo. Okay, we also got the carriage. There's also a hopper. Okay, we always put the hopper second, so typically want to attach the hopper car to the actual locomotive, and then we want to put in. Oh, there's also a flatbed car. That might be a little too. Okay, there's a tender car. Okay, we gotta put some carriages in. Actually, we need to make sure there's at least one carriage. We're gonna color this one. What's a good color? I don't want to use red. We'll use green. And he says this looks like it's the end of the line. So, whoa! What did I just do? Back to Hunter Green. There we go. Are you sure that's on the track? Yeah, I guess it is. I'm surprised that there's only one option for a passenger car. It's not a very long train now, is it? But at least we have our... At least we have our first actual theming in the park. So... yeah, it's still a long ways to go though, and I'm trying to get as much of this done as I can on stream rather than work on stuff off camera, because I'll have to think I'm cheating if I'm doing that. But do we have generic cars for this one? I guess not yet. But yeah, we are 10 tills, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. And I'm just gonna save over that one. And hit resume. I always conclude my streams by riding the rides, so I guess we'll start with the mine train since we're here. And we got ourselves our new train here. There's definitely some stuff I got to work on. We're going to fast forward through the lift hill. There we go. There's our abandoned mine. Okay, that needs to be smoothened out. That looks a lot better now, doesn't it? Definitely better than looking at a flat green field. Okay, we got some more grass to paint. So we're going to go through this really slow helix. It's really close to the ground there. We got ourselves another lift hill. And we're now at the top of it. We still gotta finish this part, but we'll probably do that later. I do have to rest up and work tonight. That's why I'm cutting the stream off. At least I was going to be before it at 11 o'clock, so going up this upwards helix. And go through. Yeah, this is definitely the family ride. At least you can kind of see the arrow in the back. And that's the end of the ride. So, next up we're going to run the arrow. As usual, fast forward through the lift hill. Gonna drop down. Go through one vertical loop. Go through another vertical loop. Flip around. Drop back down. Go through the butterfly element. Turn around again. Fly a little airtime hill before you go through the double corkscrew. Go through another helix. And then you kind of go through another helix as well. And that right there is the end of the ride. Although it looks like the other train hasn't dispatched yet. Okay, there we go. And if it's on the final brakes, that's different. Oh yeah, we still got ride the wing. So let's see what the wing looks like now. We're just gonna fast forward through this first part. Okay, we reached the end of the lift hill, so kind of dive down like that. And it's gonna lunge on in. Go through a nice little Immelman there. It's going to go down, go through the 0G roll over the park entrance. Go through another Immelman. And it's going to go through another 0G roll real quick. And then airtime hill. Then another corkscrew, kind of go through the western area there, and that's the end. Okay, so we got that there. Next up is, we're not going to ride the lock flume, but we'll go ahead and ride the GCI. We got our wooden coaster here. I definitely need to recolor this one. This looks ugly. Go through that. And down we go. Yes, nice little twisted layout for the wooden coaster. If I do a second wooden coaster, it'll be a knockback. Put that one there. At least you get plenty of airtime on those hills. And lastly, we have the hyper. So, go up the one last lift hill, and then we go down the really steep drop. Let's curve off to the right. I'll worry about coloring this track and stuff later. Yeah, a little bit of a dip there, but not that much. Go through one more tunnel. And now we finally got our big splashdown. If you're on the path, you will get wet. And that's the end there. So let's do a screenshot for next stream, which probably will not be tomorrow. So we're going to save one more time. And then after that, then go into talking mode. There's still more stuff I got to do. So I did say I had that song based off my. This was actually based off of a. This was a Suno song that I wrote the lyrics to while I was at Busch Gardens. And let's abandon. Let's turn that off. That way you guys don't hear it. So there should be. All right, so let's go ahead and where to go? I was trying to get to downloads. No, not that. I know it's in here, but hopefully you guys can. TCS, because it's. Sorry if I'm thinking to myself right now. Trying to figure out where that song went. Okay, there it is. So this was one, this song here is one that I wrote the lyrics to while I was at Busch Gardens. And it was based off three hunky guys that I saw at the Quick Queue line for both Pantheon and Apollo's Chariot. Actually, it was Apollo's Chariot first, and then it went into Pantheon. So I'm going to put it on the song, and then after that, then I'm going to put it on the credits. I think I've made most of my announcements already. There's going to be a new muscle video tomorrow. Probably no stream, but let's go listen. Let's go ahead and listen to the song, and eventually it'll be added to the playlist at the start of the every stream. So let's give this a listen.
One day I took a trip to the park. It was hip. I saw three sexy guys, three dudes to be my prize. The first of the three was the biggest, wore a white tank top with pure finesse. He carried a red energy drink to contrast his icy fashion sense. His jet black hair and his boxy face, his sparkling smile not out of place. He will be the first one in my dreams, my first boy in this world of memes. One day at the park, with two coasters and three guys, a hyper and a launch, with their time as my prize. Three sexy muscle hunks with dreamy chiseled butts. I'm in a presence of God. The second of the three was real tanned, the smoothest and sweetest of the land. His muscles accented by his top, cut real tight, dark as a black top. He wore a shiny silver necklace with metal cross. He ain't reckless, he'll be the second one in my dreams. My next boy in this world of memes. One day at the park with two coasters and three guys, a hyper and a launch with their time as my prize. Three sexy muscle hunks with dreamy chiseled butts. I'm in a coaster paradise. I'm in the presence of God. One day at the park with two coasters and three guys, a hyper and a launch with their time as my prize. Three sexy muscle hunks with dreamy chiseled butts. I'm in a coaster paradise. I'm in the presence of God. Guess of the three was the hottest, short shaggy blonde hair, all that I wished. He wore an athletic shirt and shorts from the local college. He's mastered all sports. He showed his abs to me many times, every muscle tone between the lines. He will be the third one in my dreams, my third boy in this world of memes. The chariot flies close to the sun, the pantheon smiles as our ride goes. Will we bond in eternal airtime? Only the cosmos above knows. One day I took a trip to the park, it was hip. I saw three sexy guys, three dudes to be mine. One day at the park with two coasters and three guys, a hyper and a launch with their time as my prize. Three sexy muscle hunks with dreamy chiseled butts. I'm in a coaster paradise. I'm in the presence of God.
All right, well that was the song, and I think at this point I'm gonna put on the credits. Thanks for watching the stream, everyone, and until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Oh, what fun we had on this awesome stream. But it's time to go and begin to dream. I thank all of you for making this fun. Without your support, it's daunting to run. Remember these times when you're feeling down. Turn those tears to joy. Wear a bright smile now. This is not